YouTube. What's up, YouTube? It's Josh, and today is my official first day in South Carolina. Out here today, I went to 2 estimates. The first one was for some pavers. The second one was for a pool, pavers, outdoor kitchen, a lot of things that I like. So today it's a little bit cold, but not as cold as Michigan, of course. But just getting to know the area, getting to know, what type of materials they're using, what paver manufacturers they use down here, all kind of stuff like that, so I can sell like crazy. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna give you a little walkthrough of what we got going on here. We got some machines. We brought our T450 down from Michigan. So I'm gonna be showing you guys a couple of things that we got going on. My friend John's actually going to a project right now to do some pavers. So I'm in the office today working on some designs, working on some design agreements, and a whole lot more. But yeah, guys, just wanted to make this quick video. I'm gonna show you guys what we got around here, and stay tuned. All right, guys, so we got the T450 down here in South Carolina. I wish you guys could see, let me see, some of these trees. They got like palm trees and all kind of stuff down here, guys. Like, I don't know, just different stuff. But it's like a cool 40s, 50s today. Nothing too crazy, but our friend John's got some projects he's got to knock out, some paver gigs. But I'm in the office today doing office stuff, trying to get some proposals, trying to get some projects sold, stuff like that. But it's like a pretty not ideal day, just because it's just cold outside, a little bit cold. Not Michigan cold, but just a little bit cold outside, a little bit cloudy, stuff like that. So not the perfect day in the South, but one of the things that I'm focused on is definitely getting to know, like, what pavers do we use, what manufacturers do we use. It's really similar to like starting your company for the first time, because you don't know everything. I don't know anything about stuff down here. I'm learning as I go, but as I sell, it'll help me be more confident when I actually know what's going on in terms of, what pavers do we use? What type of base rock do we use? Where do we order materials from? What type of sod grows down here? Do you guys have shade mixes, sun mixes, stuff like that? But yeah, so guys, I feel like I'm starting a company from scratch. My friend's got stuff that he already has going for his business. He's doing some good projects, stuff like that. But for me, it's like starting new in a new location, not really knowing any people, not really knowing the environment. So it's a good reset, and it's some good practice to see, like, if I can help someone else grow their company in a different place that I've never been before, with clients I've never interacted with, all kind of stuff like that. So other than that, haven't seen too many black people, just myself, to be honest with you. That's not really concerning, because I'm used to that, but I'm just calling it out. Just call a spade a spade. But yeah, guys, nothing too crazy going on. Just making use of the first day. Almost sold a design. Almost sold a deal yesterday for some pavers and stuff like that. But yeah, guys, it's Monday, and I'll get you guys know what's going on pretty soon. Peace. All right, guys, so I wanted to make some more of this video so it can actually be semi-helpful for you guys. You guys can actually get something from it. And one thing that I'm going to do is talk about newer companies and some things that newer companies should definitely work on to be, bigger companies. So I'm taking this information just from being with my friend for less than 24 hours and having like some look at some things that he has that are work really well and some things that he could improve upon. So the first thing that I would say is speed of estimates. So the first thing that he showed me is that he had estimates, for a couple of weeks, almost months, that had not been returned with pricing. So at this point, anything that hasn't received a bid in probably a week to 2 weeks, I personally feel is a done deal. And when I say done deal, I mean it's not going to happen. Just because, 2 weeks go by, they don't remember even calling you out. They probably don't remember the company. And, by that time, when you send the deal, they probably had other people look at it, if not already committed to another homeowner or to another contractor. So that's the first thing I would say would be speed. If you're starting a new company, what we have here at my company specifically is a 72-hour rule. And specifically as the person responsible for putting out bids, all bids should be sent out 72 hours or less, right? And so you may be saying, well, man, it takes me so long to do bids. I can't do a bid in 72 hours. So this goes back to having systems in place so you can actually bid as fast as possible, as accurate as possible on every single bid. So one way that I personally do that is by having templates. So I'll show you guys some of the templates that I have in my business and how they help me as it relates to putting out bids as fast as possible and being accurate no matter what the project is. Okay, guys, so we're in my Google Drive, and one thing that I did for my Google Drive that I realized, I set it up in a way so that I could essentially hand this business off to someone else. So if you look here, you'll see how to build customers, how to follow up emails, how to train employees, how to complete any project, how to hire new employees. Let's look at this, for example. So it'll have our handbook, it'll have the emails to send to the clients, it'll have other processes that we've essentially written down to make it as simple as possible. So, you're going to do this and you're going to send these documents to the person at this company, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So the reason why I did this, guys, is because the more you systemize your business, the less you have to be involved. And the less you have to be involved, the more valuable your business is. So that's one thing. Let's see how to, let's look how to market. Okay. Super simple. Odd Jobs, our company, how to market. Find an engaging post, click this, run the ad. Got some examples here of how that should look, what you could expect to see. Instagram share posts 3 to 5 times daily on the story. Just these different things that you put in the business that are so simple. When people talk about, what do systems look like? These are what systems and procedures look like that are duplicatable that you could literally have an idiot do. Literally, like quite literally, you could have someone with no know-how to do. Project communication. What's this? So this is, we're emailing the customer 7 days out. We're emailing the customer 5 days out. We're emailing the customer 34 to 48 hours out. On-site communication, 75% completion / progress payment, day before completion. So all this stuff helps us to be as successful as possible as it relates to, systemizing the. So you guys just saw some of the systems that we have in our business that help us become successful and be, have the duplicatable results. So, we continue to just do what works, and then I put it into paper, into systems that other people can actually do. So the benefit of that is that I can have anyone operate. This year I hired Kyle. Kyle was our admin per se, office person, and the benefit was that before I hired Kyle, I was forced to put things from my brain onto paper, because if I have everything in my brain and I go get hit by a truck, then no one knows how to do things that need to be done. So I put myself on paper so that people can duplicate the results that I had early on in the business and continue to have those results down the line. Now, the reason why I mention that is because my friend John, he actually still does things, the old-fashioned way. So he's got this notepad. He's got, different pricings of, this paver, labor, materials. And so, it's not bad, but there's certain systems like our contracts, that would eliminate him having to write it on paper and all the time that goes into actually putting together a bid, So a lot of the times I think he's not sending out bids because it takes him so long, one, to do them. If it takes you longer than 30 minutes to do a bid, it starts to get cumbersome on your end and you don't really even want to do the bid anymore, to be honest with you. So one thing that we did is have simple procedures, simple systems, and one of them that I'll give you guys is Landscape Management Network. And I'll show you guys what that looks like right now. Okay guys, game changer for you. This is LMN, Landscape Management Network. So what I have in here is estimated costs, of my foreman, maybe 25 per hour, 30 per hour, and what I'm charging per hour for them. So $50 per hour. I can also put in, foreman, project manager, the paver type. I can put in the type of base we're going to use, the type of sand, the amount of days we're going to have the crew and truck on site, our T76 demolition. Another person is labor, polymeric sand, and there's probably some other things that I could definitely add on here that I would miss. And then the benefit of that is that it tells you your profitability. So, I'm estimating 14 grand on this small patio, for instance, and I'm expecting 8 grand in costs. So the middleman between these two numbers would be the profit. So as you guys just saw, that would make John's life a lot easier. And so that's what I'd recommend as a smaller company to do now, as you grow into a bigger company, to eliminate troubles like having to work on pen and paper and have bids, flying in, but not flying out back to the customers, getting them pricing, because it takes you so long to be accurate about, how long things take. So that's one thing that I noticed for small businesses, small landscaping businesses, that I would recommend to implement into their business to become larger landscaping businesses. So first, that's going to be systems and procedures that duplicate what you have in your mind and what you do on a day-to-day basis onto paper so other people can find that. And the second thing is going to be, getting systems and, software technology that can actually help you become more successful and be more accurate and move quicker, because the faster you can get a bid back to a client, the faster it shows you have confidence in what you're doing, and the faster it actually eliminates, or the faster it starts and completes the sales cycle. How many projects, if you're watching this, what have you ever sold projects? If you're in landscaping, what have you ever sold without giving a customer a price? Nothing. So you have to get to price. So get to price soon. Get to price so they can make sense of it. Get to price so they can compare it. Get to price so they can have their sticker shock, whatever it takes. And so that you can actually get to the other side of the deal, which is getting a deal, getting a deposit, getting a project on your schedule. So just recommendations that I would give to a small company to become a big company, and to do it in a way that doesn't scale chaos, because truthfully, there's companies nowadays that are 20, 30, 40 years in construction, and they still do bids like this. They still do bids just like this. They'll come out to your house, they'll take measurements, write it down on a piece of paper, and then they may call you and say, hey, we lost that piece of paper, or that piece of paper got wet and we got to come back and do it again. And that just looks bad on your company. I don't know if that's ever happened to John, but this could happen to companies that have been in business for 20, 30 years and just use these old-fashioned systems. You have to upgrade. You got to go to the new, and you got to do what's best for both you and your homeowner. And it's best for you and your homeowner to be able to get pricing out fast, make a decision quickly, get on the schedule, and solve the problem that they called you about. So guys, that's my video for today, talking about what you can do as a small landscaping business to grow to a large landscaping business, and what recommendations I would give myself about doing that. So again, guys, get those systems and procedures in place, and download and pay for technology that will help you be more accurate, put out bids quicker, and just automate pieces of your business, because you don't need to be involved with every single intricate piece. And you can do that by putting yourself on paper so that you're still a piece of the plan, but you're not the person that's actually doing it. I don't have to be the person sending the bid, but our templates work in a way that anyone can duplicate the same quality of bids that I put out. So that's my video today, guys. If you're getting a lot of information or value from my videos, drop me a like, subscribe, comment. I'm trying to help people grow and show people my journey. Again, I'm in South Carolina for the next couple months, guys, and I'm going to be helping my friend sell projects, get myself warmed up for our season that's coming up in April or March. So get some sales practice under me and documenting a lot of videos and content about what I'm learning and how I'm going to actually help myself, come this year. So again, like the video, give me a like, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and leave me a comment if there's a question or a concern or something that you feel like I missed or I can improve on myself. So thanks, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.